part 3 of the Quinton Byfield career simulation. If you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe and like this video. These take a lot of time to do, especially if you're watching the full stream. You can definitely see that. But yeah, we are on part 3 of our Quinton Byfield simulation. Gotta get started here. He's had a pretty decent career so far. Nothing spectacular, not even close to like Connor McDavid or Nathan MacKinnon levels. But he's done pretty decently on the Kings. As you can see, we are in year 2027. This is the 2027-2028 season. We are going to sim to the end, see how the Kings do, see how Byfield does. He is currently on their third line, as he has been for the past 4 years. The team is pretty decent, or at least they have been for the past few years. So hopefully they can continue some of that success. And yeah, I will see you guys at the end. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, I get to commentate through the whole thing. So yeah, here we go. So off to a 2-3-1 start, 3-3-1, not bad. Nice little 3-game winning streak here going on, and we lose it to the Capitals, who look like they are doing very well. .762, 862. That's pretty decent. Nothing to write home about at all. Well, now 8-7. We'll see. They have a chance at making the playoffs, but they could certainly fall out of that, and we'll see how that goes. .1283, again, pretty solid still, I would say. .18-10, very solid. .22-10, wow. Eight-game winning streak. 9-game winning streak. Can we get to 10? 10-game winning streak. And capped off by a loss to the Avalanche. Still incredibly good. I am very happy with that. I would almost definitively say that the Kings will be in the playoffs. Looks like Byfield is doing pretty well. Now not a great February or January. Yikes. We got a 7-game losing streak now. What happened? This team was looking incredibly good. And now they're just collapsing. They have 1 win in the first half of February. Wow. 2 wins. 2 wins in 1 month. And it's not even the All-Star break month. January. Three wins in February. They're still somehow third in the division. I wasn't able to see, but I'm assuming they were first at one point with their win streak. Wow, this team is collapsing. Okay, nice little winning streak going on here. 5 games. 6-game winning streak. Okay, making a push for the playoffs. Looks like they clinched a spot. Okay, so they will be in the playoffs again. Last 2 years they've gone to the playoffs, but they've lost the Oilers in the first round each time, Game 7. Oh, now they're facing the Knights. 0-1. 0-2. Yikes. Straight sweep. And the Ontario Reign look like they're out too. Okay, another disappointing season going to the playoffs. Quinton Byfield finishes the season with 82 games played, 28 goals, and 52 assists for 80 points. As you can see, it looks like, I'm pretty sure his overall stayed the same. Playoffs, a whole 1 assist. Yikes. But he's now on the second line. I'll have to take a look at that. But 80 points, definitely his best, and a promising development for sure. 19 plus. Hanula, a 52 plus. Wow. That's pretty impressive. 56 penalty minutes. 15% shooting percentage. Again, pretty solid year, I would say. 6 game winning goals, 16 minutes on ice per game, 1,300. About normal in some of the stats, like minutes and face-off percentage and shooting percentage, but it panned out and he got 80 points, which is awesome. Looks like this guy's panning out pretty well too. 82 overall. Wow. Is he on the same? No, he's not. Okay. Well, less goals than the year before, but a lot more assists and a lot more points, and I'll definitely take it. So very good from Byfield for that season. Disappointing for the Kings, of course. We're going to take a look at the lines, and then we will get to Sim, because I am interested to see Del Monte, Sillinger, Kaliev on that first line. So Byfield should be on this line, but it's because of that overall. But I mean, he gets Grundstrom and Rodney, and this was probably the best line, the third line. So Byfield being on the third line and getting that many points, kind of weird. But again, we'll take it. 80-point season, definitely solid, very solid. Let's go to September, sim to the next season. I think we should get 3 out of this episode. I know Byfield won't be going anywhere, so. And your Stanley Cup champions might be the Avalanche again. The Capitals. Nice. So 10 years after they win their first one with Ovi, they win another one. I'm assuming without Ovechkin. Florida moves up big time. LA, not in there. Oh, we're going to continue simming. Drew Doughty retired, went to the Red Wings. Hopefully we'll have some cap space. To be fair, I guess this draft class is pretty weak, so it's probably a good thing we didn't trade up to get anyone. I'm assuming we didn't. Resign phase. Coaches, okay, that's not up to me to do. Okay, almost on to September and on to the next year for Mr. Byfield. Hopefully, I'll take a look at the team. 44, 26, and 12, definitely not a bad year. It just, you can tell they were very flawed. It happens, I guess. Okay, let's actually, again, no point in doing this until we get to the first game of the season, which will be versus the Red Wings. (3-1) on the preseason, 4-1, 5-1. I want to see what their overall is. 94 offense, 88 defense, and 79 goalie. Okay, that goalie is going to be a problem. They need to get a better goalie if they would like to win, because I know it's pretty much impossible to win with a goalie under 80. Which really makes me think Byfield finally gets onto the first line. He's an 85 overall, though. Grundstrom, an 89 overall. Taylor Hall looks like he's going down. He is getting older. Interested to see what his contract is. $9 million. Well, they have 1 year, so. Very good team, though, with Byfield as that starting center. Finally gets that spot. Let's take a look at our defense. Defense is pretty good too, as we saw. Goalies, okay, not bad. They do, okay, this goalie, okay, he should be very good in a little while. Just not right now. So, let's sim to April. Hopefully this team makes it to the playoffs and hopefully makes it past the first round for once. Win the season opener, lose to the Blackhawks. Four 1, very good start. And then they go on a 3-game losing streak. 4-game losing streak. 5-game losing streak. 6-game losing streak. Woo! Oh, I just realized. I apologize. This should be much better on the audio. I apologize for that. Yep. Sorry about my audio being off. I just realized that I feel very stupid, but it's back, so should be better. Should sound better. Okay, this team is not great, I guess. They might not even make it to the playoffs, which would be a huge disappointment for this team. It's a good year for rookies. Maybe we already knew that and we were trying to lose. — 7-0 loss to the Devils. So when we were simming with, when we were doing the Patrick Kane simulation, the Blackhawks had a team of, I think it was 95 overall and an 85, or 95 offense, 85 defense, and they went to the Cup, I think, with that team. And this team is actually better than that team because of the defense, and yet they can't win. I don't know if it's because they're just in a really tough division, because they keep losing to divisional people, but they also keep losing outside. If they don't make it to the playoffs, it would be a massive failure for this team. Part of me wonders if it has anything to do with Byfield being on that top line, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't make that big of a difference. It honestly might just be the goalie. I mean, this team needs to start winning. There we go. 3 wins. 4? 4? Do I see 4? Nope. Beat the Stanley Cup champions. I think the Blues did have won 1 year in this. Byfield is injured, so his stats are probably going to go down. Nope, we are simming.
Honestly, the Kings should have just traded for a goalie. That way they would have had a chance at making the playoffs. Can't be losing to the Coyote or the Ducks. This might be the most frustrating team I have simmed with so far. It's gotta be the goalie, who just then had a shutout. But gotta have a huge winning streak here. They clinched the spot. Awesome. Somehow. I mean, they won when they needed to. Ugly, very ugly at the end, I see. Just 3 straight losses. We're going to get knocked out by the Kings again. Yep. Wow, they won a game this time. They made it past. Oh my god. They made it past the Knights. They're like, no, we're not taking the Oilers kicking us out 2 years in a row again. Hopefully they can beat the Coyotes. They were better than them in the season. So, oh, do not give up a 3-0. Swept the Coyotes. Okay. Okay. We're in the conference now. The Jets. I believe the Jets were pretty good. I'm assuming they'll probably beat us. 1-1. Yep, there it is. Senators versus the Jets. Canadian team has to win this year. Okay, let's take a look at our stats. Um, Byfield. Byfield did not get a. Byfield got 60 points this season. Quite a drop. 15 goals, 45 assists. I know he only played 72 games, but you would still expect more from him. 85 overall, second line forward. Did pretty well in the playoffs for once. 15 assists, 4 goals. 19 points in 17 games. That's very good. Plus minus was pretty bad. -4. Shooting percentage was terrible. Under 10 at least. Not great. Same amount of minutes. Just not a great season. I mean, this team was pretty bad anyways. I'm kind of interested to see the goalie stats. See if they were the problem or if just this team was not clicking. I mean, that's a decent save percentage. This is pretty bad. I mean, it must not have been them. They do need a different goalie, though. I don't understand why they're going to probably stick with him. Almost made it to the cup this year, though. Okay, let's. I'm actually going to check to see if or who has won the awards the past few years. Because I haven't really. Okay, maybe not. Okay, let's sim to the draft. Let's see who your Stanley Cup champions will be. The Ottawa Senators finally winning that cup, that very elusive cup. Um, They finally did it. LA almost. Okay, Montreal moved up and a few others, but not very many other people. Let's stop the simulation. Or don't. Okay, anyone from L. Okay, Tollefson. Okay, okay. Let's look at the awards for the past few years. Obviously, we've been following this. Uh, Different teams winning every year. That's great. President's Trophy. The Flyers won 2 years in a row. Sabres won last year. The Jets won 1 year. The Oilers won 2 years in a row. Um, but the Oilers won 2 years in a row. That was when they beat us twice in the first round, and they did not win anything. Okay, let's go to the individual awards. Peterson wins the Art Ross, Kucherov before McDavid, before that Zubov, and then Marner. Marner, wow, okay. Hart Memorial Trophy, Eichel wins this year, Kucherov, McDavid, Zubov, Goudreau, the Norris, okay. Lady Bing, Peterson, Kucherov, McKinnon, Goudreau, Calder, okay. I mean I obviously don't know any of these people, so I'm gonna keep moving. Conn Smythe, Stutzel, Patrick, okay. Hart won 2 years in a row, which is great. Shesterkin won. Cool. Jennings. I mean, here are all the trophies if you want to go through them. Wow, a coach for the Kings won this past year. Ted Lindsay, Eichel wins 2 years in a row. All right, we're gonna continue with this next year. I don't care who they draft. Okay, I don't care. Okay, we are at the start of the new year. Sim past the preseason. Byfield gets alternate captain Grunstrom with the captain. Wow, this team is very different from when we started. Okay, let's sim to the season, the regular season. Okay, finish the season. Okay, let's see how the lines look, see where Byfield is. Del Monte is up to a 91. Wow. Okay. Sillinger at a 91 too. Mantha at an 89. Byfield goes back to the third line because, yeah. Wow, this offense is really solid. I They might actually be better than last year. Let's see if we changed the goalies though, and no, and he didn't go up in overall. Yikes. All right, well, we'll see how good this team is. I'm probably going to expect the same season. They should make it to the playoffs without a doubt, and if they don't, again, it would be a huge letdown. Wow. 2-5-2. 2-6-2. Huge losing streak. When I start really doing team rebuilds, I will have to keep in mind that the Kings just sim terribly. Blackhawks sim very well. Kings are just terrible. And for Byfield, this has been a really disappointing career simulation. Like, what, he's going to be 29 soon? And he hasn't scored above. I mean, he hasn't scored very many points. I'm hoping for at least one 100-point season. This team is terrible. It's so bad. They're not going to make the playoffs. That's my hot take. I mean, they seriously have to go on the greatest win streak of all time. 3-game winning streak doesn't cut it either. They need to win the next rest of their games. Yeah, I don't think they can do it. They're done. What a disappointing season. I just hope Byfield did okay. I think this is the first time they've gone under 90 points in like 4 or 5 years. Absolutely trash. Trash. Seriously, you did worse than the Blues. Okay. Let's take a look at Del Monte. Del Monte led with 64 points. Oh boy. Oh boy. And he went from a 91 to an 87. Yikes. They're paying him like nothing. Quinton Byfield finishes with his worst season. Well, I would say most disappointing season so far. Um, Finished the whole season, 24 goals, 30 assists, for 54 points. That's just not good. It's 27, minus 14, not good. 14% shooting percentage, that's good for sure. Let's see his on time percent. Almost 18 minutes per game. Wow, he actually had a lot more minutes than we've seen before. 1,400 minutes, that's good. Face off taken, 56% winning, that's pretty solid. Hits, lots of hits, lots of giveaways, one fight. I that's a pretty disappointing year. Byfield not doing too hot. Just this team is terrible. I like what is going on? Byfield made it to the second line. Oh, I think we traded. Yeah, this line with a +5 should be just like phenomenal, but they're just not. Oh, our defense went down. Still have our crappy goalies though, so that's great. Okay, let's go to September. This is going to be it for this stream. I just want to see how they look next year. Like always, that way we can start off right out of the gate. If you are on Twitch, please follow me. Feel free to comment, chat with me whenever you want about any suggestions or anything. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and like the video. These take a lot of time and effort. And I would just really appreciate if you can like and comment if you would like me to do any other career simulations. Byfield one has been very disappointing so far. Winnipeg Jets are your champions. After losing to the Senators, they finally win. Um, but yeah, please remember, I'm open to any suggestions. LA goes from 6th to 9th. Yikes. Florida bumps up huge. Um, yeah, always feel free to let me know any suggestions you have. Um, always love to hear from you guys and love any suggestions to keep you guys, really engaged with my content and everything. Um, and I really like to talk about hockey and everything, so, and play it too. Um, literally any suggestions are always welcome. So we made it to September? Did we? I don't know. No, we're in July. We are in 2030 though. So, and Byfield is 27. He may have turned 28 by now, I don't know, but looks like we signed some people. Still in July. Wait, we went from July 31st to September. I'm confused. Okay. We have too few players. I'm not dealing with that. The team gets to deal with that. Did we get a new goalie? Okay, let's sim past the preseason to see what our lineups really look like. Lose our first game. Lose our second game. Lose our third game. Beat the Ducks. Lose our fifth game. Lose our sixth game. Yikes. Probably going to be about as good of a season as you just saw there. So, oh, no. Oh, it looks like we signed another. Oh, I'm just kidding. We've had Sillinger. So, this is our lines. Byfield looks like he's still on that second line. This line should be really good. In theory, it should be very good. Um, with Grunstrom, how much are they paying him? That's my question. Wow, way too much. Okay. Okay. This offense is really good, though. Like, the fact that you can have a fourth line of all 83s, it's a very deep team, and the defense, pretty solid still. Goalies, they really need to trade these people. Yeah, you're paying these guys too much. You're paying him way too much. And him. Yeah, not good. The goalie situation, um, yeah, they need to change. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, remember to like, follow, subscribe, anything, and watch the rest of my videos for more career simulations. Would love to do some team rebuilds soon. Um, Maybe starting with the Kings. They honestly might need it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And this is Drew Hawk signing off.